Morning, 12th
Okay.
Rabbi Levitt, Pele, Yoetz.
Oh, so it's actually 4:9. That's the correct citation.
It goes on to 4:9 to 4:12. Goes on for a few pesukim.
Yeah. So it's interesting. In my Hebrew edition, guess what the citation is in the official Lashon HaKodesh Hebrew edition for Koheles. It says Koheles Daled Tes Vav. So now you know where our translator got to say 4:15.
Right.
He just looked in the official translation of the Pele Yoetz, not the translation, the official right? So how does that work? It's because the Pele Yoetz, he did not give, I don't believe, he did not give citations for the sources that he was saying, and that is the job of the publisher, the editor, and the translator to find the sources, the correct sources for everything that the Pele Yoetz says. And admittedly, it's not an easy task, and so sometimes they get lazy, and rather than do the work themselves, they just figure they'll rely on the official version of the Hebrew version. And the problem with that is that the official Hebrew version also made the mistake of relying on some other Hebrew official version that was also incorrect. So that's what it means when it says, when you have 3 generations, Hutam Meshulash, you have 3 generations of mistakes in the correct citation of this pasuk in Koheles. It'll go on forever.
I hope someone has told them.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe in the next edition he'll have the correct citation, right?
But depends on who puts out the sefer.
Yeah.
Every sefer is different.
No, I mean this is yeah, they anyway. Okay. Very good. So now we go to the next. How good and pleasant. Matov u'manoim. He's always using the words of David HaMelech or Chazal. So we go to Lou to start the next paragraph.
How good and pleasant it would be if each city would institute that every judgment be adjudicated by the rabbinical leader together with the lay leadership of the city, according to the law and in compliance with ethical ideals. With the agreement of the inhabitants of the city, they should institute that no man defy their judgments, nor should anyone deviate from their decisions, even if they rule that the right is the left. A judge needs to be perfect in character and conduct himself according to the place, the time, the people, the nature of the issue, and the need of the hour. There are times he needs to act sternly. He should speak harshly and outwardly show an outraged demeanor. Yet he must guard himself with extra caution that his heart should be composed within him, and that he does not truly become angry in order that he not come to make a mistake. There are other times when soft speech will break a bone. A person needs to be very tolerant and suffer the yoke of the community upon his shoulders, yet not become exhausted. He must guide the congregation as a shepherd guides his flock. Even if they are troublesome, rebellious, and insulting to him, the leader must always guide and direct them with pleasant speech and sweet persuasion.
So they can pick on him however they want. He still has to direct them with pleasant, sweet persuasions. They can knock him to the ground, but he has to take it.
Mm.
In a sense, he needs to be tolerant and suffer the yoke of the community on his shoulders. But he can't become exhausted.
Right. Right. Not an easy job. Not an easy job. Okay. So 97 paragraph, especially. We go back to Roy to start the rotation another time.
Especially when the litigants are in front of the judge, he must be very careful and cautious not to get angry at either one of them. Even if one acted inappropriately or spoke harshly, words tough as sinews. It is not time to get angry, either because the judge should be concerned that the litigant's ability to argue his case properly will be compromised, or if he is the one who is found guilty, he will suspect that the judge fixed the case against him because of his hatred towards him. Heaven forbid. One cannot blame too much the individual who acts belligerently and speaks harshly when he leaves the court having been found guilty. According to his understanding, it would appear that justice sides with him and that he is announced guilty. His anger and desire for revenge are ignited. His money is his life, and he is not able to refrain from speaking harshly. But this is not from his heart, for his heart is not within him. One knows that this is so because, generally speaking, he regrets his words later. Therefore, it is good that a judge should wait until that hour passes and afterwards reprove him for his impropriety. Then he will be easily appeased. Sometimes a judge should make himself like a deaf man who cannot hear and does not understand, for it is well known that the Jews are the fiercest of the nations. For example, quote, and the nation spoke against God and Moshe, unquote. The Holy One, blessed be he, already commanded Moshe to carry the burden of the nation, quote, like a mother carries a suckling babe, unquote, in Bamidbar. God said to Moshe, my sons are annoying and defiant. On this condition, you must accept a position of leadership. That was in quotes. The reward of leaders is greater because of this.
Wow. Okay, right. Right. So a leader has to be a person who is not he doesn't he has to do what's the best thing to be done, and even if it means that he's going to have people that are going to vilify him and insult him and curse him, and he can't be concerned about that. He has to rule in the correct way without being afraid of the fallout of his decision. Okay, it's 11:30, and we just finished in time. Page 97. So we end our day with a round of applause for page 97.
Yay.
Very good. Okay. Justice and judgment, mishpat and din. Oh, by the way, we should hopefully by the end of this 10-page discussion, we should know what is meant by justice and judgment. What's the difference between these two terms, mishpat and din?
Oh, yeah.
I don't recall that the Pele Yoetz explained why he's using these two different terms. Maybe it's apparent from a closer reading of the text. Okay. So all the best to Mayor. We wish Mayor a great day.
Okay, have a good day, everyone.
Be well,
Hey,
Mayor.
Mayor, see ya.
Shabbos.
Thank you.
Shuos v'nechamos. We'll be back.
Amen.
Ez Hashem.